Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 5, episode 4. Like, what is going on? Like, Fizz is really with, Tiffany. Like, he would really date her and like have all that extra drama in his life with Monique, with AD, and his son in that situation. Why would he pick her? Like, yo, like he know Monique got beef with her, but hey. It is what it is. I guess it feels like he got to do something to stay on the story, to have a storyline, and also, Tiffany, she needs to stay relevant too because she's fighting hard to be on this show. She ain't playing around. And it seems like Moniece is looking like she's a little bit shocked that, damn, Fizz, you gonna stoop this low to be with this girl? You gonna do that just to be on the show? She was like, is it real? Is it real? Is it really real? I was like, come on, like this is way too much for us. And then we have Brooke over here chasing after Marcus. First she wants him, then she don't want him. Marcus was married, then he wasn't, then he got divorced, and then he was messing with the paralegal. He was running the streets wild, and now he got a girl that might be pregnant. And I don't even know how this girl that, is with Marcus is just like thinking that she's in a relationship with Brooke, just showing up and all this other stuff, like question him, like what's going on? Then he's not even excited about the pregnancy. But a lot of people, if you don't plan it, it's kind of like, okay, you're pregnant, but damn, did you use a condom, Marcus? Did you know she was on the pill? You said Marcus said that, she didn't want a kid. His new girlfriend didn't want a kid. Stasia didn't want a kid or whatever. But, if she's not on no birth control and you ain't using no condom, what you think is going to happen? You guys ain't in first grade, are you? Come on, miss me with all that. And then we got little Ray J over here acting like he don't want to tell the big secret about Safari. Like, you better tell. You're already on TV. Everybody knows. The world knows. What you gonna try to keep it a secret? Princess don't want nothing to do with it. She just wants Moniece. That's all she wants. I'm just like, come on. So it's up to you to believe if, Lyrica actually slept with, Safari. Word on the street is that they did sleep together. Then the next word on the street is that they didn't sleep together. So it's up to you to believe if, Safari got some of that A1 sauce wife. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, this is way too much. And TT, her boyfriend Akbar, is way too much. Like, he's acting like he like her. He's jealous. It just seems like he's so fake and so fugazi. It doesn't, nothing that he does comes off genuine. And Teairra, she just looks like she's been drinking. It looks like, she hit rock bottom again. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong because, the sex tape situation going on, and then on top of that, her in the parking lot arguing with Akbar and Milan, I think. Like, what's going on with that situation? She looked like she was like lit, like she was partying all night, and they up at orgy parties. You got them at orgy. Soto Lucci's throwing orgy parties. Like, what's really going on? And Soto Lucci talking about, when I get money, everybody know I got money. If that's the most ignorant shit you ever heard, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I don't even know. So let's get going. So we have, TT, she's doing a video shoot and she's with Akbar and he's getting jealous of the guys in the video. Like, come on, like, miss me with that. Like, you even care. You just want that camera time. You just want that attention. It did not even look like a movie set. A video shoot or nothing. We got, Teairra was like, Akbar, he got a gym. He got a studio. He got this. He's a producer. He has all that. But damn, he still ain't yours. He ain't your man. And when he die, all that's going to go to his wife. And you ain't got no say in it. And you ain't left in the will. TT, what is going on? Like, I don't know. This show must really be paying good because everybody's putting in work for their storylines. K Michelle was like, she never heard of anything fake as Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And she said Atlanta was real when she was there. So hey, we'll see what happens. So she's just like acting like, Akbar is this and that. Akbar was like, I met you out of rehab. Like, damn, why you gotta throw that? I met you out of rehab. Like, they keep hashing. And Teairra, TT, she's like kind of uncomfortable with them keep talking about rehab. Like, she's trying to move past that. So anyways, when it does look like she's still drinking, he's questioning her about her drinking because she wants to go and she wants to hang with Nikki, boss Nikki. She wants to hang with her and chill with her and do this and that. And she was like, it's a business exec party or whatever. And when she went to an orgy, I would be mad too if you told me you went to a business exec party and you chilling at an orgy party and it's all posted online. It looked like Snoop Doggy Dogg's old video. So So that situation just like fugazi. And so, he was like, okay, he wants her to really work on her music and get her thing together. And, she's happy because she feels like, she's finally getting there. At least we see her shooting a video. At least we hear some music in the background because it's about time. And so then we have Donatella. She's back on the show. So Donatella, she's there. She has her little own. Oh, now she has a radio station. Now she has a radio station that's shooting in somebody's radio office. And she's interviewing Lyrica and she's interviewing Mama G. And then Lyrica's talking about her music and things like that. And the mama was like, you know what? I got this song called Karma or whatever. And it's going to come back to you, especially for that dirty, nasty bitch, K. Michelle. I was like, no. Lyrica was like, you can't say that. You can't do that. And Mama G was like, I went up there to go get her. I went up there to go, confront K. Michelle to find out what was good in the neighborhood. And Lyrica's like, Mom, you can't do that. That's so stupid. That's so dumb of you to do that. Oh my goodness. And so she's just like, if Lyrica has a problem with her mother defending her and doing all that, wait till she's off camera, talk to her private, like, Mom, don't do that. You know what I mean? Or she could say, Mom, I understand that you love me so much. I don't co-sign what you did because I don't want you to get involved in my drama. But I appreciate it. Appreciate you for, being 100, ride or die. Me and Mom ride and die. But you don't call your mom dumb and stupid. Like, you don't do that, especially not on national TV. You don't belittle your mother like that. No. That's a no-no. And she be fighting for you hard. Your mom be fighting for you hard. So they leave. They're upset, so they walk off the studio. There's supposed to be some showcase that Donatella, whatever her name is. I'm calling her Donna. What Donna's holding and what she got going on or whatever. So she's gonna link up with all the ladies, and she wants, the ladies to hook up and do something again together because the last time she did last season, it didn't go so well. And so then we have, AD. She goes to Fizz's house because she needs to get, her stepson's shoes. And ironically, guess who comes down the stairs? Tiffany, AD's ex-girlfriend. Like, whoa, oh my God. Fizz looked like he just smoked like 8 blunts. And he was like, oh, the cameras are here. The cameras are here. And so AD's upset. She thinks that it's wrong. She thinks that it's not a good look. It's going to affect, Fizz and Monique's, co-parenting. Their co-parenting been shit and it's going to stay shit. And it is going to be, what they show on camera, it looks like it ain't shit. So Tiffany been in the picture. And if that's what, Fizz wants to do, he wants to mess around with this woman that's going to bring more chaos to his life and his relationship with Moniece and chaos around his son and the unstableness going on, then he's deciding to make that choice because the check is greener than green. So, and Tiffany, she used to strip, or she still strip. She's trying to move up in life and be on this show and get a job or something happen for her. That's what Tiffany's trying to hope for. Same thing Apple Watts is hoping for, so she can stop dancing too and get a come up. I can't hate. They're gonna do what they're gonna. And Fizz, we haven't really seen Fizz, so Fizz is trying to stay like on the show, and having conflict with Monique is the best thing ever. So moving up, I think Monique feels bad if she didn't know that this was going on, if Fizz cooked this up without her knowing. So we have all that situation going on. And then, AD, she leaves. She was just like, this is going to be bad for business. And, AD feels like Tiffany's doing this to get back at her. And Moniece feels like Fizz is doing this to get back at her for whatever reason. If they ain't sleeping together, I don't know what's going on. With all this animosity, want to hurt somebody and bring people around that shouldn't be around. And so we get Ray J. He's putting the toys together, whatever. And he's letting Princess know that, hey, the rumor out on the street is Safari had sex with Lyrica. The rumor is true. And I want to bring everybody together so we can have a sit down because they're both my friends, And so Princess was like, nah, mind your business. Stay out of it. Stay out of trouble. I need you home here with me. I need you, rubbing my feet, taking care of me. Like, leave that fugazi stuff alone. We married now, baby. I was married to you now. Leave all that fugaziness stuff alone. So That's what the situation seems like it is with Ray J. But you know, Ray J is not going to leave it alone because Ray J is going to do his thing. But we got to give Ray J props because last episode he was moving his hat around, kept moving his hat around, and all the different clips. That's what make people think that the scene with Safari and Ray J is really not real. That, you know, they chopped that up. But anyways, Ray J went viral, and then the next day he was on a Breakfast Club talking about the show. So Ray J still got it. He still got it, and so. Moving on from that situation, who else did we get? We get Brooke. Brooke is at the hospital. And she was Marcus. She's guilting Marcus to come to the hospital with her, but they are friends or whatever. So she finds out that she don't got no breast cancer, and she's talking about she's going to, you know, get her results, and she's gonna get her husband. You know, she's gonna marry Marcus. She's gonna be with him. She wants her man back. When she done play games with him over and over. First she wanted booby, she didn't want booby, and then, you know, she don't want to have sex with this man. She don't want to be with this man. She don't want to marry this man. This man done dogged her out, cheated on her, and all this other stuff. He left his girl, and to get back with Brooke, it doesn't seem like they really had a stable, committed relationship at all, not once, period, point blank, because he was married and she did not know about it. So anyways, Brooke wants to keep going down that train with Marcus. I feel like she thinks that she can't do no better, and I don't know why she wasting her time. So, and I don't know why Marcus wasting his time, because he ain't gonna be faithful to her, and they're always gonna be arguing. So he needs to get a chick that is in line with his agenda. But it seemed like Brooke was in line with his agenda, but then she changed her mind, and now she wants to be with him, and she wants to marry him, and she don't want him with nobody else. And Marcus ain't too thrilled about that right now, because he's having fun with his little thing. He's having fun with her. He's having a good time. He ain't even use protection. He's just coming up in the vagina. Like, you know, like there's not diseases going around. Like, is that the only person Marcus is sleeping with? Is she the only person is Marcus the only person that she's sleeping with? You know, Marcus jump off or girlfriend or whatever. And they ain't even using protection. And they don't even know if they're a couple or not, because she asked Marcus, are they together? Are this real? Are we serious? Do we have a relationship? What's going on with us? Like, if you're going to ask them questions after he's coming into you raw, after he's nutting in you and coming in you raw, like, your priorities are really messed up. And I don't know who taught you or who trained you or who raised you, but, you know, get the commitment first. Do something. You know, wrap it up before, you know, it's like you guys are having casual sex with each other without any protection in 2018. I guess, you know, it is what it is. The medication out here must be good out here in these streets. So moving on from that situation, and so we have Soto Lucci. He's throwing his party. He's all ghetto as shit, spending, blowing $25,000, $20,000 at these parties, on these orgies. It don't look like he spent $20,000 on that party that he was throwing. It looked like he spent more like $4,000 on that party, maybe a little bit less. And on top of that, A1's there, and A1 was like, yo, don't be blowing your money like that, son. Like, you know, calm down, like, invest. And he was so loose. He was like, well, a lot of people told me I should. And so A1 was like, yo, this is how you get broke. Lyrica is calling A1 because she see that he's at an orgy party doing his thing, and she's upset. Now she's going home to the house, to the marital house, to wait on him to get home. And so then we have, you know, Teairra. She's out there with, you know, Nikki Baby. And she's out there with, you know, what's her name? Paris. She's out there with Paris, and they chilling, they talking, and then TT is talking about how good her relationship is with, you know, Akbar. He does this for me, he does that for me. He got me in the studio. When you gotta talk like that about a man, that mean he ain't doing shit. When you gotta brag and say he's doing this, he ain't doing shit. And you probably had to beg, and you had to clean the crevices of his toes out to get him to do something for you. You know, you gotta beg. And so then that's when we meet La Brittany. So we meet Brittany. So Brittany shows up, and she's an artist, and it seems like now she's going to be working with A1. She introduced herself to A1. So Lucci knows her. He co-signs for La Brittany or La Brittany, whatever her name is. And he was like, you know, A1 was like, okay, you know, fine, since my brother co-signed for you, we'll see what's good. So It is what it is with that situation. Then we got none other than Akbar coming in and looking all awkward, all weird, all like he don't belong. And Teairra look like she's high as a kite, like something's wrong, her nerves, or she's having anxiety. She might actually be having anxiety to be back on camera and trying to keep this job going, because we don't really hear too much music from her, and she's probably on her last straw with this show and things like that. But I don't see how, because Tommy's still on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and she done beat down people. So anyways, he walks up and he was like, "Oh, you at an orgy party? I thought you was at an exec party." Then he tries to throw shade at Nikki. Was like, how do they know execs here? How does she know any execs? This and that. But basically just throwing shade at both of Teairra's friends, pushing her away from her friends, trying to isolate her for some reason. I don't know, because he's on TV and he want to act like he really care. I guess his wife was like, "You grab that bag. He already got a gym. He already got a studio. He's already a producer. Now he's an actor." So we have that situation going on. And then he ends up grabbing Teairra and TT and walking out with her, and they're having a conversation. He was like, "Yo, why you lie to me? I thought you're supposed to be in a exec party. Are you drinking this and that?" So basically he's like her bodyguard, her manager. I don't know who he is. He's not impressed with Nikki or her owning clothes, because she ain't no exec and she don't have no record label, and she ain't no manager. So he ain't too thrilled about it, and he ain't too thrilled about Paris. So we're moving on from that situation. I was just like, okay. And so now we have what's her name? Moniece. Moniece is at the crab shack with Ray. Ray's too funny. The way they dogged him out on Hollywood Unlocked was way too much. So, and we have AD, and AD comes to the table, and basically she spilled the beans and say that Fizz is with Tiffany, and then that's when Monique get online and started doing what she do best, is troll and cuss you out online like ain't nobody's business. And so she's cussing out Tiffany. Tiffany sees the text while she sees the IG post while she's at the restaurant chilling with Fizz eating bachi or kabachi or whatever. As they're eating that, Fizz said, he said, "I'm with my bachi, eating bachi," or something like that. And so Fizz was like, "Yo, why are you paying attention to your phone? We got this lovely dinner in front of us. You're going to pay attention to your phone?" Fizz is like, "Yo, this is the only nice dinner we're going to have for a long time, so let's take advantage of this." And so then she's talking about Moniece, talking shit about her and talking about her, and she's upset, she's mad, she's heated, and Fizz said he's going to handle it. And she was like, Fizz is just like, "Well, I think that she's just think I'm trying to get back at her," or something like that. But we'll work out the situation. Then Tiffany was like, "Well, AD couldn't do it, so how can you do it?" "Because I'm the man, baby." So I don't know. This shit is just, mind-boggling, just too funny. So what's going on with that situation? So after that happens, Fizz end up getting everybody together and basically to have a meeting so they can actually sit down and talk and, have something going on. But it doesn't seem like it's going to go that route. But we get back to Lyrica. Lyrica's over there where A1, she's at the house waiting. There's nothing on that kitchen counter like anybody lives there. So anyways, A1, he shows up. She's, Lyrica is questioning A1 about what's going on in his situation, like what he's at this orgy party, we're gonna do this disrespect. And then they both started just disrespecting each other like it ain't nobody's business, like they ain't married, like they ain't together, like they ain't on TV. She was like, "I was with you when you was on food stamps. Nobody would even work with you, when producers and people didn't want you around because they thought you wasn't talented." I was like, damn. You gonna say that to your man on national TV, and then he turns around and say your hair, you feeling high and mighty because your hair's fake, your cheeks is fake, your breast is fake, everything on you is fake. And she was like, "Oh, you got fake jewelry, you got fake dreads." A1, your dreads are fake? Oh shit. And so he was like, "Well, if I got on fake jewelry, then you got on fake jewelry too." She was like, "Oh yeah, is this ring fake?" She throws him the ring. I mean, like, they're really like dissing each other. He calls her a bum. He was like, "I put you on a song, I put you on a record, you're a bum," and all this other stuff. I was just like, yo, they really going in. They really saying some hurtful things in public to people, where people always going to question their relationship if they actually stay together, which is a bad for business. So I'm just like, damn, man, I thought they was going to make it. We'll see if they do make it or not. So we get back to Fizz. and Tiffany, Monique, AD, and basically they're all four sitting down to have dinner. So Monique and Fizz can kind of actually co-parent and not have the drama with Tiffany and Moniece. And Moniece was like, well, are you really over this? Can you move past this? And so Tiffany was like, yes, I can. And then Monique's like, you sure you can? Because, and then that's when Tiffany was like, well, I told you I was over it. I don't know why Tiffany had to say that I was over it. She should have just said, I can move past that. She was, and then that's when Tiffany said, oh, I was over it last year. That's when Monique jumped in and was like, if you was over it last year, then why did you do this at the reunion? Then AD jumps in. It's like, damn, this is so childish, so kiddie. But anyways, let's continue. And so, Moniece, she's getting upset. She was like, she feels like Fizz never had her back, that he always picked women that, she had that don't respect her, this and that. It's hard, Moniece. It's hard because you just get into it with everybody. It's like everybody you get into it with, things happen, not totally blaming you for everything. We know you do have problems. We know you do have issues. And that's not to take anything away from you. But damn, you have been into a lot of altercations with Fizz's girlfriends or girls that he was dating or he was banging that looked, now he's with Tiffany's just the worst of them all. Maybe if you didn't beat the other ones up or threaten the other ones, he would have been with one of them. But anyways, so it doesn't work out. Monique is upset. She's mad. She was just like, well, you never have my back, Fizz. You're never there for me. You never roll with me. You're not my ride or die baby father. You let everybody disrespect me. He was like, yo, I try to help you. How many times I stopped so many situations. She was like, no, I don't want to hear it. So you know how that goes. And we have seen Fizz stop altercations or people coming after Moniece. So Moniece is mad. So Moniece is walking off, and then Tiffany was like, bye boo boo, and she was like, shut the F up, you B word. And so then that's when Tiffany was like, well, go get a real Gucci bag. I was like, come on, where are they coming from with this shit? And so then Moniece is like, well, I wonder how many times have your son seen you, your effing porn tape, seen you have sex on camera. She was like, oh, you coming after my son. So they're going back and forth with each other, which is so terrible. But nothing happened. Security's there. And we have Lyrica that threw something at A1, but security was there. But then we also got to get to Marcus and his new boo. His new boo is trying to tell him that she's pregnant, that she might be carrying his child, and he ain't trying to hear him. He was like, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not ready for this. He's like, no, he put her to a corner. He's trying to hug her tight and squeeze her so she don't say anything on camera, just in case if she's not pregnant, she can get an abortion and people won't know about it. Or he don't want people to know his private business that, he's, that he pregnated her or she might be pregnant. It seemed like he was trying to keep her quiet. He was just like, damn. And she was like, I'm not happy about your response. I'm not happy about how you responding to me being pregnant. But if you guys just met each other or whatever, and it ain't that serious, and he's not going to be as thrilled as you are. And even though you said you didn't want kids, I don't know what's going on with that situation, but we'll find out next week, because next week we see that Brooke is going to be all up in the business. It's going to go down. Peace. I'm out. Much love.